Hi everyone, in today's video I'll show you how to do this chunky textured tote bag. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe to see any future videos, and without further ado, let's jump into the video. So to make this bag you will need chunky yarn, and I've used 3 balls of this Women's Institute one, so it's 300 grams in total, and it's 70% acrylic and 30% merino, but you can use any chunky yarn you want. Then you will need a 5mm hook and 5.51 4 stitch markers, needle and scissors. To start it off, I'm using 5.5mm hook. You want to make a slip knot, insert your hook and chain 32. So I've got my chain of 32, and starting with the second one here, so you want to skip this first one and go into the second one with a single crochet. So put your hook in, grab your yarn, come back, you will have 2 loops on your hook, yarn over and pull through both. And you want to keep doing single crochets in every single chain till the end, which will leave you with 31 single crochets. So I already got 1 and I will continue doing single crochets. I'm now nearly at the end of my row. I have 2 chains left, so I'm just gonna do those 2 single crochets. And that's your first row done. Don't worry if it curls a bit. Once we make another one, it should straighten up, but at the end you will chain 1 to begin your new row. And this row, exactly as the first one, will have 31 single crochets across. So starting with the very first stitch here, which is those 2 loops, make a single crochet and continue until you finish this row. At the end of your row 2, just chain 1, turn your work and do another 8 rows, so you have 10 rows in total, and I'll meet you then. So I now just finished 10 rows and I've got last stitch here to do, so I'm gonna do single crochet in here and I won't chain. Grab your stitch marker and mark this last stitch of your row 10. And now let's begin new round count, because we will be working in rounds. So without chaining or turning your work, you want to do 2 single crochets inside of this corner, so inside of here, and I'll do 2 single crochets. So that's gonna be my increase. That's 1 and 2, and now I will continue making single crochets until I reach this corner here. So you should fit 7 single crochets. That is 6, 7. So after you did your increase, you should have 7 stitches along the side. and then we will do increase in this corner, so 2 single crochets, and then make a single crochet in next and mark this stitch with your stitch marker. And now we will be doing 31 single crochets till we reach this corner here. So that's 2 already because this one was our first one. So I have now reached the end for 31 stitches here. I'm gonna do my 31st one in here, and you will need to grab your stitch marker to mark this last stitch here, and then we will do increase in this space here, so 2 single crochets in 1 stitch, and then make 7 single crochets along till you reach here. That is 7, and now I'm gonna do increase in this one, so 2 single crochets in that one same space, and all we left to do for this round is to do 31 single crochets. So I'm gonna start with this first one I have here and mark this one with your stitch marker, and continue doing single crochets till you reach your first stitch marker. And when you reach the end, you also want to make a single crochet into the stitch where you have stitch marker. And that's it for row 1, and you will have 84 single crochets all around. So I just moved up my stitch marker to begin round 2, and in the first stitch you want to make single crochet, and then we will do 4 front post treble crochets. Just to show you, front post double crochet would be going, triple crochet would be going into the front post. So where you would normally go into stitch from those 2 loops, for the front post you want to put your hook into the stitch and come back from the stitch after. So this is how you have your front post here. And basically we want to yarn over twice for our treble, go into the stitch like this, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, oops, and you want to repeat that 3 more times. So yarn over twice, and to do a front post we're going into the stitch, coming back from the stitch after, pull up a loop, and yarn over, pull through 2 3 times, 2 more times. So yarn over twice, go into the front post, yarn over, and pull through 3 times, and 1 more time, and then in the next stitch we will be doing single crochet, and in the next 4 we're gonna do front post treble crochets. So yarn over, go into the stitch, And one more time. And the next one, single crochet. And this is done for the side. So you will have those two groups of your trebles in between with one single crochet. For this side, there's gonna be a bit more of those, but we want to start with a single crochet where we have our stitch marker. And I'm gonna move this up. Yeah, and we will be doing the same thing. So 4 treble crochets in the front post, yarn over it twice, go into the front post, pull up a loop, pull through 2-3 times, that is 4 done. And the next we want to do single crochet and begin this bit again. So yarn over twice, go into the front post and do your treble as you would normally do. And with those front posts, you don't want to skip this one. That means that when you yarn over twice, you go from where you've got the stitch into here, and if you go into the next one, this means we just skipped this front post, which will result in missing stitches. So you don't want to miss those. I've got 4 now. Single crochet in next, and you want to repeat 4 treble in the front post, single crochet, another 4 times till you reach this stitch marker, and I'll meet you there. And when you finish this row here, you will have 6 groups of those triple crochets, and your last single crochet will be where the stitch marker is. And then you basically have to repeat the same thing one more time. So after you made single crochet in a stitch marker, there's gonna be another single crochet, and then 4 front post triple crochets, single crochet in next, and another 4 front post triple crochets. And once you've got your second group finished, there's gonna be a single crochet before the stitch marker, and then single crochet where the stitch marker is. So I'm just gonna move that up, and now we only left to do 6 groups of those trebles. After that, there is a single crochet, and just repeat this bit another 5 times, and you should end up with a single crochet in the stitch marker. And I've reached the end, so I'm just gonna do stitch marker, single crochet, and I will move that up. This is how it looks so far. As you can probably tell already, for the corner we have single crochet and single crochet, so there's 2 in between where the stitch marker is. Same with this side, and then single crochet in each of these groups, so in between all of them. So where the stitch marker is, with this single crochet and this last one, that's your bigger front or back side. Same with this one here, and from the single crochet after the stitch marker and before the stitch marker, that's your shorter side. So yeah, those stitch markers just show you where your sides begin, but for the next round we will be doing exactly the same. It's just a bit easier now because we've got those trebles here. So on top of each single crochet you will be doing single crochet, so I have that here, so I'll do 1 single crochet to begin next round. Then I'll do 4 treble crochets in the front post. So I'm gonna yarn over twice, and I'm gonna put my hook behind this post here to make my treble. Same with this one, yarn over twice, put your hook behind the bar and make your treble. Then same for next one, and you would just repeat doing this for your round 3. So I've got 1 more to do before I do my single crochet, and you can see that there's the single crochet there, so you want to make 1 single crochet above that, and it's again doing treble crochets. So yarn over, put your hook behind the post and do your treble, and I'll repeat this till I reach my single crochet. And this is where I reached my next corner. So you know that we have single crochet here before this one, so I'm gonna do single crochet above that one and this one as well. Don't forget to move your stitch marker up, and then again I will repeat doing treble crochets into the front post, single crochet where there is 1, and so on. So again, yarn over twice, go behind the post and make your treble. One more time. And I've got 4 done. This is how it looks. It kind of looks like a double treble all together, but it's just how the front post treble making it look. Then there's a single crochet, so I'm gonna do 1, and you will be doing front post trebles where you have trebles, then single crochet and so on. In the corner, don't forget to do 2 before you continue doing trebles in front post, and same for this side. So I'll do that and I'll meet you then. So yeah, this is how it will look after you've done round 3, and now you will need to repeat those rounds 1 to 3 another 6 times. So you've got 7 bits of this in total, and I'll meet you at the end. So as you can see, I've got 6 bits of those, and each bit is 3 rows, 1 single crochet and 2 front post trebles. So that's 3 rows, but I've got 6 now, and I thought I'll show you once again. So after I did this part, I already made a single crochet row, so I'm just gonna show these 2 rows one more time. As you can see, I'm in the spot where my stitch marker is, so there's another single crochet I have to make, and then it's followed by 4 front post trebles. So I'm yarning over twice, going into the front post and pulling my yarn through 2 loops 3 times, and then I'll do this one more time. And again. And one more time to finish this set. Then there is a single crochet. As you can see, it goes all the way down, so I'm just gonna make my single crochet above that single crochet, and it's again front post trebles, and then single crochet, but this time there's 2 because we reached our stitch marker. So I'm just gonna take this out. I'm gonna make my second single crochet, and I'll put this back in, and I'm now where the long part is, where I have 6 groups of those. Each of them, once again, is only divided by 1 single crochet until you reach the corner part. There's 2 of them, so you want to continue making those 4 front post trebles, single crochet, and then repeat this 6 times until you reach this corner where it's going to be 2 single crochets, 2 of those groups, another 2 single crochets where the corner part is, and you will be left to do this long part again where it's 6 groups of those, and then I'll meet you for the next row. So I've just completed this row. I have 1 single crochet to make in here. When you first one, I'll show you again. There's a single crochet in the next stitch because this is a corner. I'm just gonna pop my stitch marker back, and it's nothing different from what I've shown before, but where you've got your trebles, you want to make front post trebles above those stitches. This row is a bit easier because you always know where to make your stitches, while other row working on top of single crochet can be a bit more difficult. But yeah, you will just continue as normal doing this row. And yeah, if it helps, you can mark those your second stitches as well. They would be marking beginning and ending of your side, if that helps. But yeah, I'll meet you at the end of this row. And now I'm at the end of that round. Before moving to the handles, you will need to go ahead and do last row of single crochets on top of it, which is gonna be 84 stitches, same as for each row. And to those who are unsure how to count your rows, start with the one here, so it's single crochet 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21, and you will have 22 rows with the single crochet. So just go ahead and place single crochet on top of every single stitch, which is gonna be 84, and that shouldn't have changed since round 1. So yeah, do that and I'll meet you on how to do handles. Once you've done all of the single crochets, which is your 32nd row, you want to put your hook into the next stitch, make a slip stitch, chain 1, and you can then cut your yarn off. Pull this through, and I'll now show you how to do handles. And for the handle, you want to go down to 5mm hook, then grab your yarn and into the stitch here, so the one to the left, which is above our treble, you want to attach it and chain 3. And this will count as our first treble. Into the next one, you want to make it as we would normally do, so into the front post. Same for the next one. And one more time, make a treble into front post. Then do single crochet. And into next 4 front post treble as well. And that's the last stitch for this row. This is how it looks so far. Then you want to chain 3 and turn your work. And because now it's not worked in rounds but in rows instead, we will be doing back post treble crochets. So we've got 1 here, then we need to make 3. So you yarn over twice, and instead of going to front post, you want to do that from the back. So just like that, your treble would be on your hook from the back side, and this is the back post. One more time. and one more time into the fourth treble before we do single crochet. Then yeah, single crochet as normal, so that's your single crochet there. And again, 4 more times you will do treble into back post. And where you have your chain, you will do same back post, just go into the stitch and make your treble, chain one only, because the next row is single crochets. So for the row 3 you will do single crochets across. And this is how 3 rows look like. Then you want to chain 3 again and turn your work. So next row will be back post as well, because this is the look from wrong side, and whenever you are on wrong side you will be doing back post. So we have 1 treble here and we need another 3 before single crochet. So go into the back post and do your treble. Repeat that 2 more times. And 1 more time. Then you want to make single crochet and do 4 back post trebles in the next 4. And then the last one will be just here. Chain 3 again. And round number 5 will be front post. So into the second one, because chain 3 acts as first treble. Single crochet here, and 4 front post trebles and remaining 4 stitches. Chain 1 and turn your work. Then you want to decrease in the next 2 stitches. So to do a decrease, you will pull up a loop in the first stitch, pull up a loop in the next, and yarn over, pull through all 3. This is just made 1 stitch out of these 2. then you want to make single crochet in the next 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, basically, so that you have 2 left, which is gonna be decrease again. So pull up a loop in your next stitch and pull up a loop in chain 3 here, and try to go into both loops. So yeah, pull up a loop in your chain and yarn over, pull through all 3, chain 3 again, and this is your row 7. This again counts as our treble, and then you want to make 2 front post trebles, and it's 2 only because we did that decrease. So this row only has 3 trebles here, then it's single crochet, and again 3 front post trebles. And your last one is just into that one, so put that in and make a treble, and it slowly starts to decrease going up, so it's a bit thicker there and it's just decreasing moving forward. So chain 3 and turn your work, and that's your row number 8, which is gonna be back post treble crochets. So I'm just gonna make 2 of them before I do single crochet. Single crochet above single crochet, and finish this round with 3 back post treble crochets. Then chain 1, and for your row number 9 we will do a decrease at the beginning, then we will do 3 single crochets and decrease in the last 2 stitches. Like that. Chain 3 again and turn your work. This is your row number 10. This again counts as a treble crochet, and you want to make back post treble in the next stitch. So this row only has 2 trebles on both sides and 1 single crochet in between. Then again make 2 back post treble crochets, chain 3. This acts as your treble, then make a front post treble in the next, single crochet, and then 2 front post trebles. And moving forward there is not going to be any more decreases, but we will continue until we reach row number 15 for half of the handle. Chain 1 and turn your work. Once you chained 3, you want to make 1 front post in the next stitch, 1 single crochet next, and then finish this row with 2 front post trebles. Chain 3, turn your work, and just repeat the same thing but going into the back post. Single crochet and do 2 back post trebles in the next 2. And this is currently row 14 and we only have 1 more left to do. So chain 1, and do 5 single crochets in all of these. And your last one will be in this top chain here. Chain 1, and you can finish this one off unless you would like that to be longer, so you would just need to continue with this pattern until you're happy. Just bear in mind that it's only half of the handle, and we will do the same exact thing on this side as well. So that's your half handle and other half will meet here. But yeah, you can cut your yarn off, leaving a bit of a tail for later. And what you want to do next is count 9 stitches from your stitch marker here to the right side. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And this is the stitch that you want to attach your chain 3, and then continue with the same exact piece you did here, but making only 14 rows. So not doing the last single crochet here because it needs to be symmetrical. So the single crochet kind of meets with the end here, and there's only 1. So yeah, just make 14 rows exactly like we did for this one. If you need to watch it back, feel free to do so. And once you're done with this handle, I'll show you how to sew it together. And once you're done with your second handle here, just 14 rows without single crochet here, but they pretty much are the same. And yeah, you want to fold them right sides in, and using your needle and one of the tails that you've got, just sew it all together, going into all those 5 single crochets. I like to do the very edge of the beginning as well, so that it is secure. But yeah, just gonna go in and back into all of those 5 single crochets. And then for this edge as well, I'll do one more stitch. This is how it will look once joined all together, and this is your handle. So all you left to do now is just to hide all the tails left, and basically repeat the same process for another side. So we'll do two of those handles, join them together, hide the tails in, and that's it. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I would really appreciate if you can hit the like, subscribe, and leave a comment, and I'll see you in my next one.